Happy Friday night, Simsters. It's Friday, Friday. Calling races on Friday. Is everybody with me? Hi. Okay, so it's Friday. It's week 12, one of the big nights of the year. We've got three races to call tonight. The first being the Oceanside Classic, which I believe is one of the best races we have had all year, followed by the Midsummer Oaks and the Midsummer Classic. Obviously, that last one is a rematch between Man in Motion and Dave Matthews Band. They're going for what, round four? So, first up, let us. Ah, no, I closed the window. Ah, everything's terrible. Let's talk about the Oceanside Classic. So, this race only drew a field of five, but what a five they are. Only one horse in here has less than $1.8 million, and he's got 1.5. On the rail, we have number one, A Million Dreams for the Black Type LLC. This is a 4-year-old son of Heart of the Storm. This is your Desert World Cup winner for this year. He defeated Mr. Wonderful by a head that day. He came right back to win the Oceanside Handicap, which is the local prep for this race. 8 for 14 lifetime, $3.9 million earned. This is a special guy just now coming into his own. Number two is Thanos for Danny Derby. This is a homebred son of Happy This Way. Last year, this guy did win the Midsummer Classic, but he has been annoying, and he's only won twice since. He took the jet ski handicap to kick off this year, and last out, he won the Father's Day Stakes in Puerto Rico. But he's been obnoxious. He finished 11th in the Stewards Cup and 11th in the Desert World Cup. Obviously, he can't finish 11th today. But he kind of needs to come through and prove himself in the big leagues again since that Midsummer Classic win. He is 7 for 14 lifetime with $1.5 million earned. Number three is Giant for Cleopatra, a $2.5 million earning son of James Dean, a half brother to all those good horses. You would know them all. I don't really feel like naming them all. 7 for 14 lifetime. This guy's coming off of a victory in the Metropolitan Handicap over Flagdown, who I do believe wins tonight or won earlier today or something like that. This guy was 7th in the Desert World Cup. He was actually my Desert World Cup pick. Before that, he won the Grade 1 Gladiator. Second in the Stewards Cup Classic last year. He was also second in the Long Island Classic. He's still waiting to get like his big signature win. Is this going to be it today? Number four is Phoenix Argyle for Danny Derby. Danny doesn't know whether or not he should retire this horse this year. This guy has always been knocking on the door for a big one, but he kind of like hasn't made it happen, which is annoying of him. I was trying to see if he won. Yeah, so he won the Midsummer Classic 2 years ago. So we have two Midsummer Classic winners in this race, and we are about to have a third one join them. So how about that? The editor of the Daily Racing Form, like the actual like editor person, just texted me. I can't believe you put a donkey in your van. True story. If you guys haven't seen the pictures of the donkey in my van, please check out my Twitter. It's at Zenyatta Mafia. There was a donkey in my van. Real thing that happened. So Phoenix Argyle is a 5-year-old son of Super out of the Maryland Million female family. He was second last out in the Z Prince Memorial. This poor horse can't get out of his own way because he's got stablemates who prefer the mile and a quarter. So even if he also prefers the mile and a quarter, he doesn't really get the chance to do that. So he's been like, sometimes he gets to do that. Sometimes it's a mile and a half. Sometimes it's 2 miles. Like he's kind of taking the rest of it, taking whatever he can get. He was third in this race last year, beating only a neck and a head. Rounding out the field, we have number five, Fancy Shoes for Keith Maidlow, and this is your Louisville Derby winner from 2 years ago. 9 for 20 lifetime, $5.5 million earned. This guy won this race last year with a 99 speed figure. He hadn't won since until last out. He took the Louisville Classic over Story Unchanged, who was kind of the big favorite in that race. So he has proven that he is still legit. And that is your field for the Oceanside Classic. I'll give you about 30 seconds to bet on the race and on the pick four, daily double, pick six, all that jazz, and then it'll be go time. It is post time for the $1 million Oceanside Classic for older males going a mile and a quarter on the dirt. We have a field of five set to go, and some of the nicest horses in training are here for this. They're in the gate. They're off in the Oceanside Classic to the roar of the Oceanside crowd. Fancy Shoes was one step slow on the outside. Here's Giant bursting through between horses and A Million Dreams on the rail. Then comes Phoenix, Argyle, Fancy Shoes, and Thanos drops out last early. They come down past us the first time, and it is Giant dueling with A Million Dreams, and these two kick clear 2 lengths to Fancy Shoes sitting third. Then comes Phoenix Argyle on his inside, and Thanos is a length behind last. They've got less than a mile to run in the Oceanside Classic, and it is now A Million Dreams who puts his nose in front of Giant, and these two are absolutely zipping along. They've kicked clear 5 lengths, now 6 to Fancy Shoes. Phoenix Argyle alongside that one, and Thanos has moved up closer. Thanos is right alongside to make it 3 in a line at the back. It is A Million Dreams and Giant, and then a gap of 7 to the next 3, Fancy Shoes, Phoenix Argyle, and Thanos. Now they've only got 5 furlongs left to run, and it is Giant leading A Million Dreams. Giant has taken back over the lead. Here is Fancy Shoes moving up closer, though, as they go around that far turn. Fancy Shoes is now third. Phoenix Argyle is fourth. Stablemate Thanos is fifth. And it's down to 3 because those two are dropping out. It is Giant and A Million Dreams who lead them into the stretch. Fancy Shoes trying to get closer. He's up into second now. A Million Dreams battling back. It's Giant on the rail, though. Giant, Fancy Shoes, A Million Dreams, Phoenix Argyle, and Thanos. And it's going to be Giant who charges across the line to win the Oceanside Classic from Fancy Shoes, A Million Dreams, Phoenix Argyle, and Thanos. The official winner is Giant. He's a 4-year-old bay colt by James Dean out of Metaphysical by Stay Inside. He is a homebred for Cleopatra, and this is his 8th win in 15 starts. That's one of those things where I think I know what's happening in the race, but keep in mind I'm totally winging it live while reading the chart. And I made it sound worse than it did. Here's the official margins. Half, neck. Phoenix Argyle was only a neck fourth, and then another length to Thanos. So they finished, 2 lengths apart for all 5 of them? So I could have done a better job calling that one, but now you know the secret. I'm not perfect. So the admin was asking earlier, we're doing a thing with naming for Sim 8.0. Can't tell you what it is. You can probably guess. He was running a poll to see how many people, what the majority of people do. Do you wait to name your horse? He was wondering about reserve names. Sorry. So he was wondering, do you wait to use your reserve names right when the foal is born, or do you do it later, basically after gallops and you know how good the horse is? Do you use the rename this horse option? Now, if you guys wanted to be super helpful, could someone start a forum post saying, admin, we are answering you, and then people could reply and say if they use it right when they breed the horse, do they use their reserve names, or when they hit rename this horse? So, thanks. All right. We've got only 5 minutes to post to talk about one of the deepest fields of the year, and this is the Midsummer Oaks. $750,000 on the line for 3-year-old fillies. On the rail, we have number 1, All I Ever Loved, a homebred for Eric Nalbone. This is the Wonder female family. This is a daughter of Happy This Way. She is 5 for 6 lifetime. Her only career loss was in the Desert 1000 Guineas way back in week 2, coming off of a victory in the Grade 2 Philly Gold Cup. Number 2 is just Million Reasons for Ash Terrison. This is a $5 million purchase, who is 6 for 8 lifetime, never worse than third. That third did come last out in the Z Princess Memorial. This horse was the winner of the Grade 1 California Oaks. She lost by a head in the Louisville Oaks, and she defeated Boys in her last start at 2 and her first start at 3. Number 3 is Our Last Night, a homebred for Nina Olson. This is a daughter of James Dean out of a very nice female family as well. 3 for 6 lifetime. She was 8th in the Long Island Acorn, but that was probably a little bit long for her. 6th in the Louisville Oaks, and she, before that, won the Grade 2 Fantastic. Number 4, My Only Regret, a homebred for Ronnie D. By sudden regret out of a Purify mare. 2 for 6 lifetime. This filly has never been worse than third, but she has also never contested stakes company. Number 5 is Discotheque for Laura Ferguson. I love this filly, a daughter of After the Disco. She's coming off a victory in the Rambunctious 2 Stakes, in which she was facing older horses. Before that, she won the Persevere over Colts. This filly is 5 for 6 lifetime. Her lone loss in her career came to Our Last Night. Number 6 is your Long Island Acorn winner, and that is Whisper You Love Me, a homebred for Emily Mitchell. This filly was 14th and last in the Louisville Oaks, then came right back to take that Long Island Acorn. She is 3 for 6 lifetime, a daughter of James Dean out of a hold above mare. Number 7 is Beaming Away for Louise Bayou, and this filly is very special to me. 4 for 6 lifetime for this daughter of Doctor and Canadian Roses. This filly won the Grade 1 Glory Stakes 2 starts back, then was 5th in the Long Island Acorn. She's got that weird, like, is she going to want to run short because she's a doctor, or is she going to want to run long because she's a Grant situation? This race with that 1.25 miles is a perfect place to test that theory. 4 for 6 lifetime. Number 8 is Bella Notte for Danny Derby, a homebred daughter of Happy This Way out of Wish Upon a Star. I do believe, and no one's ever going to believe it, but Wish Upon a Star somehow magically survived her breeding, her foaling, and Danny didn't have to pay like the $24 million or whatever it was. Some people have got all the luck. This filly was your winner of the Z Princess Memorial over this distance last out. She hadn't won since the Silver Bullet Stakes Week 2, 4 for 8 lifetime. Last year, she was 8th in the juvenile fillies. Number 9 is Proper. This is Eric Nalbone's second horse, and probably the horse that's most likely to win this race. She won the Grade 3 Sunshine Oaks after finishing second by a head in the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies. Then she came back in the Louisville Oaks, ran 9th. She has not run since, so that is a 6-week break. But Eric did work her just a week ago, or less than a week ago, 5 days ago or so. She worked 5 furlongs in 57 seconds. Rounding out the field is number 10, Aurora for Danny Derby, a daughter of James Dean out of a Jack Skellington mare. This filly has been never worse than third. Coming off of a second place effort in that Long Island Acorn, she was third in the Baltimore Oaks. She has not won since taking the Trap Stakes last year in a dead heat. That was a Grade 1 event. That is your field for the Midsummer Oaks. We have a field of 10, going to go 1.25 miles. And you guys should probably bet on this race because it's cool. There's a cat on me. It is cute. Do. Guys, I almost canceled the broadcast tonight. I was so close to canceling the broadcast, and then I didn't. Man, people are telling me all sorts of Stewards Cup things, and I don't know whether or not I'm allowed to, like, tell other people those things. I've got updates on 2 major runners this year who are not going to go in the races that you would expect. Because why not? The sim is for trying things, I guess, in theory. 1 minute a post for that Midsummer Oaks. Field of 10. Betting pool is currently $2,500, which makes me hate you all. That wasn't a nice thing to say. I hope the admin's not listening, because I'll get in trouble for that. I don't actually hate you. I actually love you. Ouch. It's post time. $2,500 in the betting pool. We have a field of 10 set to go 1.25 miles on a fast track at the spa. They're off in the Midsummer Oaks. Our Last Night bobbled the break, but the rest were away well. It is Aurora from the outside who has gunned to the lead and joined on the inside by Million Reasons, then comes beaming away between horses and Whisper You Love Me. Our Last Night, Bella Notte, All I Ever Loved, My Only Regret, Discotheque, and Proper is at the back of the pack. She takes up behind horses, but it is Aurora who leads them with Million Reasons dueling her and beaming away between. Then comes Whisper You Love Me tucked in on the inside and Our Last Night. Bella Notte is in sixth, then All I Ever Loved, My Only Regret, Discotheque, and Proper are at the back of the pack. Aurora now, she kicks clear lead by two, turning down the backside, clear of Million Reasons second with beaming away third. Whisper You Love Me is fourth right there too, then a length back to Our Last Night. Bella Notte has 4 lengths to get to that one, then comes All I Ever Loved alongside, My Only Regret, Discotheque. Proper would have a dozen lengths to win this one. This one is currently being led by Aurora, Million Reasons, beaming away, Whisper You Love Me, Our Last Night, Bella Notte, All I Ever Loved, My Only Regret, Discotheque, Proper, and they've only got 3 furlongs left to run in the Midsummer Oaks, and Aurora, she leads by 3 lengths. Million Reasons is trying to get to her and has asked the question. Here's Whisper You Love Me up third, beaming away, Discotheque coming on between horses, Proper chasing that one, All I Ever Loved drops out. It is Aurora who's leading them down the stretch. Million Reasons is all out trying to get her. Discotheque and Whisper You Love Me, then Proper and beaming away, but it is Aurora who's going to take them gate to wire in the Midsummer Oaks, and Aurora wins. Million Reasons second, Discotheque third, Whisper You Love Me, and Proper was fifth. The official winner is Aurora. She's a 3-year-old black filly by James Dean out of Once Upon a Dream by Jack Skellington. She was bred by the steward and is owned by Danny Derby. Wait, am I getting this back? I didn't know that. Now I do. Look for Aurora babies coming to an auction near you. Okay, next we have like 3 seconds to talk about the last race, which is your $1 million Midsummer Classic. And on the rail, we have your very popular Louisville Derby winner. I want to say I don't think there's been a more popular Louisville Derby winner than Tim Matthews' Man in Motion. Pretty much everyone's pumped up about this horse, right? So Man in Motion is your homebred for Tim Matthews. This is the son of Man in Mystery out of a Messiah mare. Obviously, distance not going to be a problem. He was second beaten a neck in the Long Island Classic last out. It was kind of expected that he was going to win that race. Kingslayer, the horse that beat him, is not here. He won the Louisville Derby with a 99 speed figure. He won both of his prep races, and he has won 4 of his last 6 starts. Number 2 is Leavenworth for Danny Derby. This is the son of James Dean out of a Doctor mare. 3 for 7 Lifetime was third in the Silver Valor Stakes last out. He did win the Grade 3 Maritime Week 5 earlier this year. Number 3 is Avatar for Regina Moore. Avatar has been knocking on the door for a big one. He won both of his Louisville Derby preps, but then ran 13th in the Derby, 3rd in the Baltimore Crown, 4th in the Long Island Classic. I thought he might go to the Queen's Derby instead of the Long Island Classic, but he ended up running in all 3 Triple Crown races, 4 for 8 Lifetime. Will he break through with a big one today? Number 4 is Royal Look for the Black Type LLC. This horse reminds me a lot of that Million Dreams who won the Desert World Cup this year. Mostly just really frustrating this year, and maybe next year he'll be a little bit better. This is a son of Prince Louder out of a Man of Mystery mare. 3 for 7 Lifetime. He was 10th in the Louisville Derby, 9th in the Baltimore Crown, and then he finally got some class relief and scored impressively in the Silver Valor Stakes. Number 5 is Dave Matthews Band for John Exett, the homebred son of You Never Know out of a Warehouse mare. 6 for 8 Lifetime. This was your favorite going into the Louisville Derby. He missed by a nose that day. 2 Man in Motion. He came right back to trounce that rival in the Baltimore Crown. Then the 2 of them were slated for battle in the Long Island Classic, and they both could not go the full distance of the 1.5 miles. Dave Matthews Band finished 3rd, looking for revenge today. Number 6 is a horse that makes me sad. That is From Now On for Nene Hunter. He makes me sad because I thought that this horse was an extremely good shot in the Louisville Derby, and everyone would love to see Nene win a Derby again because she won it with Kingdom Come, but like it was really popular. It was like Tim Matthews level popular, except for then she disappeared. So anyway, this horse was that good, but she didn't enter. She just wasn't on. She had life happen, and so he missed his chance. He's only run once since then. He kind of didn't run that well. Is he going to improve off of that effort? And that is the question here today. Rounding out the field is number 7 Canterbury for Gary Mannion. A $400,000 purchase by Ready Freddy. He has not won since the Christmas Cup at the end of last year, but he was third last out in the Grade 1 Fall Derby. That is your field for the Midsummer Classic. 1 minute to post. It is post time for the Midsummer Classic, a great betting pool of $28,700. We have a field of 7 set to go a mile and a quarter for $1 million. They're off in the Midsummer Classic, and Leavenworth bobbled at the break. Royal Look had to take up 2, and it's Man in Motion on the rail who goes out to lead them, and Man in Motion is on a mission early. Canterbury from the outside is gunned after that one, and then from now on. Leavenworth after the bad break. Avatar, Dave Matthews Band settles back second last, and Royal Look is at the back of the pack, so it's Man in Motion who leads them under the wire the first time. He's got a length and some on Canterbury, another length back to from now on. Leavenworth is fourth, and Avatar, Dave Matthews Band alongside that one, and yet another length back to Royal Look, and they've only got 6 furlongs left to run. It is Man in Motion, and he's cruising out here, leading by 4 lengths. The pace is fast, though, with Canterbury chasing that one, another 3 back to from now on. Leavenworth is 4th, Avatar is 5th, and Dave Matthews Band is alongside that one, breathing down his neck. Then comes Royal Look at the back of the pack. Now Dave Matthews Band starts to make his move. Dave Matthews Band moves from 6th to 5th, and now he's 4th, but he's going to have to catch Man in Motion, who's 5 lengths clear rounding that turn. Man in Motion, Avatar has made a move, and Avatar is now up into second ahead of Canterbury, who drops back. Dave Matthews Band now passes that one, and he's third. It's Man in Motion, Avatar, Dave Matthews Band, now he's second. From now on, Royal Look and Leavenworth. Man in Motion leads them into the stretch, and Man in Motion, he's tiring. Avatar takes the lead. Dave Matthews Band swallows him up, and now Dave Matthews Band is pulling away. Avatar, Man in Motion, Royal Look from the back of the pack, but Dave Matthews Band is annihilating the field. He's up by 3. Avatar is going to clear Man in Motion for second. 3 lengths back to Royal Look fourth, and from now on. The official winner is Dave Matthews Band. He's a 3-year-old dark bay colt by You Never Know out of Viola by Warehouse. He is a homebred for John Exet, and this is his 7th win in 9 starts. So now they have questions. Do they go week 14 to week 16 after that grueling Triple Crown? Do they go straight week 12 to week 16? Will we be back 4 weeks from now for the Stewards Cup Classic, where they take on older horses? Will Man in Motion get his revenge? Another revenge, I guess. Will they trade more wins? I love these 2 horses. They're so cool. Okay, I'm not normally a violent person, which I hope you guys know, but I was just thinking about how everyone used to say they wanted a punch a wow button. Mostly Bay was saying that. I was reading what you guys were saying about the jockeys. What if we just had a punch a jock button on your page? It shows up for like 30 minutes after results. You could just hit the punch a jock button. It'd be funny. All right, guys, I have to go deliver swimming suits to another household, so have a lovely Friday night, and I will see you all 2 weeks from today, but early in the morning for the Arc de Triomphe call.